Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today our group will present about equivalence proposition. So this is our group members, which is me, Muhammad Ishaqal Nizan, and Muhammad Faiz Fikri bin Mazlan. So the introduction of our project is equivalent proposition are also known as logical equivalence. Is a two logical expression which are said to be equivalent if they have the same truth value in any cases. So we moving on to example 1, which is not in bracket P and Q equals to bracket not P by conditional Q. So moving on to the first column, which is P, true, true, false, false, Q, true, false, true, false, and moving on to the column P and Q, which is the true value is true, false, false, false. And the next column is not P, which is false, false, true, true. And next is not in bracket P and Q. So the both is not, so the true value is false, true, true, true. Moving on to the next column, which is only P, which is not. So not P by conditional Q is false, true, true, false. And next is not in bracket P and Q equals to in bracket not P only by conditional Q. So the true value is false, true, true, true. Solution for example 1 is the expression is not a logical equivalent. So moving on to example 2, which is P then Q equals to not Q then not P. So moving on to the first column, which is P is true, true, false, false, Q true, false, true, false. P then Q is true, false, true, true. Not Q is false, true, false, true. And not P is false, false, true, true. So moving on to the next column, which is not Q then not P. So the true value is true, false, true, true. Last but not least, P then Q equals to not Q then not P. So the true value is true, 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 true. So in conclusion, example 2 is a logically equivalent.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Muhammad Faiz Fikri bin Mazlan. Today I will be presenting about application of equivalence proposition in daily life. There is 3, which is database, query optimization, mathematical proofs and theorems, and lastly decision making and problem solving. Database query optimization. Equivalence proposition plays a significant role in query optimization in the field of database management. Database systems use query optimization techniques to transform complex SQL queries into equivalent but more efficient forms. By identifying equivalent query expressions with improved performance characteristics, database systems can enhance query execution time and overall system efficiency. Mathematical proof and theorems. Equivalence proposition forms the basis for constructing mathematical proofs and theorems. Mathematicians often utilize logical equivalence to establish the equivalence between different mathematical statements. This process helps mathematicians to validate mathematical conjectures, derive new results, and build rigorous mathematical foundations. Decision making and problem solving. Equivalence propositions aid in decision making and problem solving by simplifying complex problems and identifying equivalent formulations. By transforming a problem into an equivalent but more manageable form, individuals can apply logical reasoning, analyze the problem from different angles, and devise effective solutions. We move on to summary. In conclusion, the equivalence propositions help us determine if two propositions are logically equivalent. Moreover, it is useful in determining relationships between propositions, simplifying complex propositions, and identifying propositions with similar behavior. Other than that, the equivalence proposition is well used in our daily life to solve tons of problems in complex situations. Moreover, Equivalence proposition can also prove mathematical theorems by utilizing logical equivalence. This usually helps to ease our problems and make our production more effective. That's all from me. Thank you.